2019 was a year of innovation and change for New Zealand's equity capital markets, which we're picking will put us in a very good place for 2020 and the year ahead. Some of the changes we saw last year included the long-anticipated consolidation of New Zealand's equity boards into the NZX main board. We also saw the new NZX listing rules come into full effect. Another innovation we saw was in regards to investor participation in our markets, with the use of new platforms like Sharesies and ShareMeUp entering the market.
In 2019, New Zealand continued to outperform many other major global markets. We saw the benchmark S&P NZX 50 Gross Index rise by 30.4% on the year. However, the board composition shifted. This was primarily driven by a migration of issuers from the NZAX and NXT closed junior markets to the main board. In 2020, we expect the NZX to continue its relatively strong performance compared to its global peers.
We certainly saw an improvement in 2019 with 2 IPOs after a dismal year in 2018 that saw no new IPOs in New Zealand. Being 2020, in our publication we've taken a look back at the last 10 years of IPOs to track where they are now. An interesting statistic we discovered is that 21% of all IPOs over the last 10 years have now been taken private, with a further 9% delisted as a result of insolvency processes. For 2020, we're predicting that we'll see some increased IPO activity on 2019, but that it will remain subdued given the low interest rate environment and that investors continue to chase yield over growth stocks.
2019 saw almost $2 billion of equity raised by NZX issuers through a variety of office structures. One interesting structure we saw emerge in 2019 was the supersized SPP.
In 2019, NZX was once again a happy hunting ground for takeovers. We saw 5 NZX mainboard issuers taken private during the year, and 2020 is already off to a strong start, with NZX 50 issuer MetLife Care subject to a take-private transaction. We're predicting in 2020 this trend will continue as a number of NZX issuers continue to trade below NTA per security. A clear trend emerging for 2020 is a focus on climate change and other ESG matters for shareholders, and we expect shareholder proposals and other forms of activism to come off the back of those concerns. In summary, as we step into 2020, we think that New Zealand's equity capital markets are in the strongest shape they've been in for some time. We're positive that there will be plenty of activity in the year to come.